Well, this just goes into the article. It's just the Afghan war
Go,
ending.
go for it. Go for it. You want to
Well,
go for it?
just
Take the lead on it. Yeah.
2001 to now 2021, from the 9/11 attacks, I was like 9 to now I'm almost 29. Okay. I mean, that's basically the article was referencing, the Afghanistan war, Joe Biden, and just how like what did we actually accomplish there, and how much money have we spent on these forever wars, and just we're gonna keep spending because that keeps the economy going. At least the industry, like we're a nation of war, right? You said a nation of violence. And I see it with all these gunshot. Yeah, there's so many of them. I can't even like keep track of them anymore. Like you said, like so much is happening just in Minneapolis in that area, and then like during the trial, there's like 6, 7 mass shooting events across the country, and you're just like, wait, like what? Because like, and then you forget about it because too much has happened. Like that's the state. And then Chris Hedges said, like that's just an image, or just how the country is like, it's a symptom of our country, like where we are right now. It's a decaying empire. It's like there's so much to unpack, but just cracking at it, we're decaying and we're lashing out.
Exactly. That's, we're not going to go quietly. We're a giant empire that's thrashing out, and basically we don't care who we take with us.
Which goes, you mentioned the rising tensions of Russia and China, but Russia specifically with Ukraine. You mentioned that. Well, you're always ahead of it. So now they're talking about it. Just, um,
There's an interesting development on that, which I'm actually taking as encouraging.
okay,
Putin is pulling the troops a little back from the border.
interesting.
He's
What
still
else?
keeping he's still keeping them nearby, but he's pulling them back.
And the threat of nuclear war? Just,
Well, several years ago, Russia officially rewrote accepted battlefield tactics. Actually, like a manual, like how to conduct war in the in the field.
yeah.
Countries. I mean, seriously, the countries have, especially the Defense Department, whatever, when they develop military strategies, they're developing, procedures and what's acceptable to use, and this, then the other thing, how to what they, as they say, prosecute the war, that sort of stuff. And what Russia did several years ago was they actually have a section in there that basically says if the field commander is overwhelmed by conventional numbers by the opposition, there's more tanks, more troops, whatever, he is within his right to use tactical nukes.
Yeah.
Now,
Okay.
tactical nukes are not, basically it's like a cruise, like a little cruise missile kind of deal. It's not like a big something out of a silo. It's something that you launch on a mobile vehicle. But still, it's a nuke.
Exactly. I know, right? But
so they actually rewrote the defense manuals to say that use of tactical nukes is justified. Holy shit! And Putin basically came right out and say, "Don't mess with us. We will use them. We don't care."
I believe it. I don't. It
Yeah,
would.
you better believe ex-KGB. You better believe the guy.
Well, if he's backed into a corner, right? Like he's gonna be F it. Let's do this.
And
But
you know what this is all about when you really boil it down? Ukraine is a country that gets caught in the middle
I
between East and
know.
West. It's just a political pawn there. Because they're not a member of the EU, they're not getting the vaccines. Or you can get a vaccine, but you have to bribe officials and pay a shitload of money over there. I'm hearing this from my friends over there.
Okay.
Or yet they're going to have to wait several years before the vaccine. Well, at that point, the damn variants will be all running around. It's just, so they're a political pawn. That's what the hell led to the 2014 Maidan situation.
Right.
And they're trying to get into NATO, and so NATO's using them, the EU is using them as a political football. And there's also, unfortunately, a big Nazi faction within Ukraine, which is extremely unfortunate. But with the whole, so they're using that, this whole damn thing with Russia and all this other stuff. You know what it's about?
Go ahead.
It's about a gas pipeline, the Nord Stream 2,
Resources,
because
specifically gas. Yeah.
because Russia wants to build a pipeline that will go to ultimately Germany and
Wow.
also go through
Okay.
Ukraine. It'll go through Ukraine on the way to Germany. Because don't forget, after Russia, Ukraine is like the largest country in Europe in size.
But most of it's agricultural,
A lot
right?
of it is agricultural. Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
Yes,
But they want to do the pipeline through
because
Ukraine.
because of geographical ease.
Wow, you know what? I mean,
And the U.S. does not want Germany to have this pipeline because the U.S. does not want Germany to get its gas from Russia because the U.S. wants to sell its gas to Germany,
the thing that's causing more climate change is the thing that's going to set off a nuclear war.
right? That's what it's coming down. So
Oh
once
my
again,
gosh. Cap-
capitalism is going to destroy this freaking planet.
it really is. It's just, we talked about this before, how the billionaire class has gotten even richer during this time period. Um,
Disgustingly so.
it's disgust exactly, that is the right word, because just the suffering of people and stuff versus, what they can buy in a lifetime. They can't even buy all and use all that money. Um, especially the grocery stores. Yeah, go ahead if you have something to say on it.
I mean, wouldn't it be nice if you had $10,000 disposable cash every day?
I know. What are we doing? It's like
I
I'm trying to
mean,
conserve here.
I mean,
Exactly.
what's Bezos worth right now? Like 250 billion.
Not
I
even
mean,
1 billion. It's just amazing.
right? And if he was to
Wow.
spend, say, $10,000 a day, okay, so let's see, 250 billion, that's what, 2.5 times 10 to the 12th, okay, divided by 10,000 is 10 to the 4th. So that's 2.5 times 10 to the 8th days. Divide that by 365. Hell, let's be generous, say 400 days in a year. Divide, let's see, 300. That's like, Jesus Christ, that's like 80,000 years.
Oh my God, Jim. There's your mind. Wow. Okay. I mean,
I could have my orders of mag wrong.
80,000 years. That's inhumane at this point. But they
Yeah,
keep getting richer.
exactly.
I don't this okay, I don't want to go already to this, but how do you feel about the Joe Biden and the Paris Climate Accords? You hear what he's going like with the Earth Day summit, he's trying to say what
He
did he
says he
say?
wants to go back in it. Okay, good.
Okay, yeah. What else did he say?
Problem is the Paris Accord itself doesn't do enough.
We're basically already at 1.5 C above pre-industrial averages.
Exactly. It doesn't do enough. I mean, it's good that he wants to go back into it, and that sends a message to the planet. Okay, you know, undoing what this previous idiot did, but still, the Paris Accord does not do anywhere enough. But like anything else that's political, everything gets watered down. It just
Exactly.
does. Oh, here's before I forget. I just saw a very interesting piece of data today, and I'm waiting for it to be verified. But somewhere in Alaska, 423.8 ppm of CO2 is measured.
Hey, say the number one more time. What is 400?
23.8 ppms CO2. We were talking last time about
Oh,
421 at Mauna Loa.
So it's even
You know,
higher.
everyone's talking about, oh, it's at 416, 417, and then Mauna Loa blew right past that to 421.4, something like that. And, you know, I saw a recording station today in Alaska recorded 423, almost 424.
We were just at like 421. And
Well,
that was
again,
like,
and now
yeah,
keep in mind, this is Alaska is not Mauna Loa, but still,
true.
and
But
it's
still,
at lower elevation, so that might influence the measurements. But it's still,
it's off the charts.
it's just continuing.
Okay, it's so frustrating too because like I get frustrated, I hold my tongue, what am I going to do? But they're just how they talk about, we could still fix this, or if we like turn this around. It's just like, please, like, at least I mean, at least, they knew about this in the 70s and 80s, right? What's going on, maybe the 60s too. I just feel like they're now starting to talk about climate change on like only on Earth Day now. Only on Earth Day, the mainstream people can talk about it in a joyful manner.